Hey guys, welcome to Ouachita Parish History with Dara. This is something that I've looked forward to doing for a long time. I actually started learning about Ouachita Parish history in probably about maybe 10 years ago, maybe longer. I homeschool my kids, so I have two older kids. I have Jacob and Callie. Jake's 26 and Callie is 24. And then we have a younger son, Sammy. We started all over again, and he is 10 currently. But I started learning about Ouachita Parish history because when we went to the Ouachita Parish Library, we got to speak with one of the genealogists there, Laura Peppers, and she is just fantastic. You will hear her name many times as I tell different parts of our town's story. But she did a great job of explaining just some of our founding fathers. She's done tons of research. She has a very wonderful blog. If you'd like to go search that out, it is fantastic. And she just really kind of lit my interest in Ouachita Parish and in our history. And it really made me value our community more as I learned about what our history of our area is. Just really neat things that have happened in our area. And I thought, well, that would be so great to pass on to the younger generation, because so many people that leave our area, I actually have my two big kids are in Texas right now because of different opportunities they've had. But so many people leave our area because they don't see the value of our community. And I've been blessed to grow up in this community my whole life, and it is such a great town, such a great area. And of course, you can always find people that have something negative to say, and we do have our faults, but our area is so wonderful. And I really want people to understand the history of our area as much as I can tell it. And I think that as you learn the history of our area, it will cause you to value it more. And so based on that, I started doing a class in our homeschool co-op, and I did a lot of research on it. We've got some great things. There's a Facebook group. I think it's called, We Grew Up on the South Side of Monroe, something along those lines. And that Facebook group is really great. The guy that runs it, he's constantly putting out neat pictures and stuff that he's done research on. And so there's things that I've pulled from there. There's things that I've pulled from Laura Pepper's blog. There's things that I've gone to the library and research. There's things that I've gotten from just different news articles or just whatever I come across. And so the goal of this is not to reinvent the wheel and to be like, oh, here's new things about our area that you never knew, but it's really to build on what people have already been doing in our area. We have so many people who are great historians and who share the story of our town. But what I'd like to do is put it into a format that's easily accessible. And as you know, so many young people, they get most of their information off of TikTok. If I talk to my two older kids, that's what they're talking about. They're like, I watch this on TikTok. And people probably my age and older watch a lot of YouTube. And so that was also something that I wanted to incorporate is YouTube, a YouTube channel. And then of course, my age and older really enjoy Facebook as a social media. And so I wanted to make sure that I have some things that are formatted to where you can watch it on Facebook as well. So with that being said, I'd just like to introduce myself, and then we'll get started, and I will try to post videos frequently about our town and about our area. And some of it might bleed over into other areas. It might bleed over into other parishes, just because no history is something that's by itself. But as a quick introduction, my name's Dara Ham, and I'm married to William Ham. He's actually from Farmerville. His family's from Lake Charles. And then my family is actually from Arkansas. My dad's from Mansfield. I'm the daughter of Olin and Dixie Hall, and people local will know them. I'm also the grandchild of Bonnie and Kenneth Taylor, And so people local will know them as well. But our family, my mom's family moved here from El Dorado, Camden, Arkansas area. So most of my history is going to be found there. But I live here, and this is where we've made our home. And so I'm so intrigued by Ouachita Parish and by Monroe and just our unique history. And so I wanted to share that with people, and I want people to see the value of our community. And maybe because you see the value in our community, you will start to love it your own self. Part of it is, I love it because I've gone to many churches in our area, growing up as a child with my parents, and then as an adult. There's so many people in this area that I love. I have my brothers. I have 5 younger brothers. You probably at some point will run across the Hall boy. So I have 5 younger brothers: Jared Hall, Caleb Hall, Nathan Hall, Jamin Hall, and Seth Hall are my siblings. And they're all married to great women and have great kids. And so we're very deeply entrenched in our area. And 2 of my brothers have been very entrenched in the college sector of our area. So they've both worked for ULM, they've both worked for Delta, and so they have a unique perspective on our town. And then my other siblings have worked in other places that they are constantly in contact with leadership of our town, leadership of our state, and of our country. And so we get this really neat perspective in our family of some behind the scene things that just make us love our area more. And we also just really love the Lord, and we really have a heart for the people of Monroe and West Monroe. And so we're constantly praying, we're constantly working with people, trying to encourage people to follow the Lord with their whole heart. And so that also is a big part of why I love this area, is because I'm praying for this area all the time, and I'm very invested in the people of our area. And so that's just a little bit about me. I'm sure there's things that I'll say over time that might come out about our family or whatever as we're looking into this, but mostly this is about Ouachita Parish and just what a gem of a place that it is. And I hope that as you hear the history of our area, that this makes you love it more, and it makes you want to be a part of it more, and it makes you want to tell your kids what a valuable place that we live in. Even though there might be things that are not great about our area right now, we fully believe that those are things that God can change, and that He's going to change when the church starts doing what the church needs to do. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I hope that this just intrigues you, and I hope this makes you come back and hear more stories about Ouachita Parish. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.